ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 40th year show of the Monsignor Schnacky Community Players. Last year was a bit rocky as we put our show on virtually to let you all know we were still alive and well. But this year we're back with you live, and we're so glad that you've come to be entertained by our troupe. Introducing tonight's show is none other than Dom Genova, the guest host of the weekly radio show on Wham 1180 Radio titled the No Nonsense Roundtable, which airs every Saturday morning from 10 to 11. Dom's show is all about getting people to know people as people. So without further ado, here to introduce tonight's show is Dom Genova.
Hey guys, Travis, I have to correct you on one thing. I am the host, not the guest host. So I'm on every Saturday from 10 to 11 on News Radio Wham 1180. Now let me ask you a question. The thing I did before I became a radio show host is I owned a car dealership. And the car dealership was Genesee Valley, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep in Avon. Has anybody here bought a car from Genesee Valley, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep in Avon? There you go. This is better than last night, okay? Because at least somebody admitted it. I think somebody was trying to convince their husband to raise his hand, but she said, nah, we have a minivan. We don't want everybody to know we have a minivan. So that's how I started out. And when I started on radio, I was working at my college radio station. I started writing ads and producing ads when I was in college. And so I started doing that with the car dealership. I started making fun of other dealers to sell cars. Like, my favorite one was repo sales. So you see somebody on TV saying, oh, you know, these cars are repossessed, and you should go, what? Like, you really want a repossessed car? Like, some car's been dragged out of somebody's backyard at 3 o'clock in the morning? That's what you're looking for? I mean, you're not looking for that, right? If you want that, I can send a car to the coin farm, and we can do that, but you probably don't want that. So, you know, it's like, and then the question becomes, like, you're going to Match.com and you want somebody who's actually been in state prison, right? I mean, that's not what you're looking for. You don't want a repo. So I was a guest host on the home repair clinic. You probably know Jim Salmon, the home repair clinic. And I got a little bit of a bug to do that. So I figured that if you could do well with home repair, how about doing a show about people? Okay? So we have this show, and it's on 10 to 11 on Saturdays, and it's also on NoNonsenseRoundtable.com. You can get it later on. And we do serious things, and we do some things that are not so serious. So like a couple of weeks ago, I had somebody on from the Alzheimer's Association. You can go on now, and you can get that downloaded. And it's really, really, really great, because you learn things about Alzheimer's you would never learn someplace else. And the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia and just getting old, like just getting old, you repeat things all the time. And the other thing is, you repeat things all the time. So, I mean, that's the thing about knowing these things. Yeah, what do I do? Okay. So that's a little bit about the show. And then, you know, so there's some things that we do that aren't all that serious. So Travis calls me a couple of months ago, whatever it is, maybe about a year ago now, and he says, well, you know, I used to do this and this for Xerox, and I did this for this and this. And then he says, I was talking to my community theater group. And, you know, like, I have a 12-year-old mind, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, you know, the Schnacky Community Players. Why don't we promote this? Now, my show, we got like 12,600 people a day that listen on Saturday to the show. So I'd like to invite you to listen to the show. Now, if you would, take a look at the inside of this, and you see something about the show. Somebody behind me is speaking. What do you say? Nothing. Nothing. We're good. You can see there's some people in here who are, you know, pretty famous and whatever. So we're going to have a little competition here. And I have something for you. I have a gift, all right? And the gift is, I have Schnacky snacks, okay? There's Schnacky snacks. Okay, there's some things, you know, that, you know, just are kind of cool. And I will give Schnacky snacks to the first person who tells me how many doctors have been against them in that list. How many doctors? 53. No, it's not 53. How many of those people are doctors? Okay, there you go. Somebody who said 3 won the Schnacky sacks. And here, take the Schnacky sacks. You know, this is like a ledge over here. I got to be careful. Okay, and hold on a second. I have something else for you. I have a $10 credit for the bar. So buy yourself a couple glasses of wine. There you go. So listen to the show. You know, we go through some really kind of strange things sometimes, like, you know, like why do people, you know, when you trip and you fall, why do people say, watch it? Why didn't you say that like 2 seconds ago? I went to the drive-in window at the bank the other day, and there was Braille, you know, there's Braille on the cash machine. Like, why is there Braille on the cash machine at the drive-in? You know, I just don't understand that. You know, it's entertaining and it's fun. And, oh, you know what? Actually, you can have the bag, too. You have a MeTV bag from Channel 10. Okay? So enjoy the show. Thank you for having me. Like I said, listen to the show. And has anybody listened to the show? There you go. Listen to the show. You can get there's like 3 Schnacky sections in the YouTubes, and you can listen to a show with everybody in it. And thank you for letting me be here. Thanks.
Hey, you want to tell them about the emergency exits?
Yes. This is very good. I did not do my job, and the person behind here. There is a person behind here. I can feel them. Okay. Okay. Emergency exits and a little bit of housekeeping here. Okay. So the emergency exits, you go out where you came in. You know, the doors you came in, unless the doors are on fire. Okay. If the doors are on fire, you go this way. There is an exit this way, and there's an exit that way. If you go this way, you go past the bar, and they're probably not going to be serving. But if they do, it's going to be a fire sale. You know that. Then when you're going through the show, there are a couple of things that you should do to make everybody have a very enjoyable experience. One is when you see the villain, what do you do? Boo! Oh, come on, boo! Okay. When you see the heroine, you say what? Yay! Okay, and what's the other one? We got a hero, a heroine, and what else?
Villain. Hero and heroine. That's all there is.
Hero, heroine, and villain. Yeah, okay, fine. And okay, and when you see the bear, let me give it a big growl. No, come on, better than that.
Where's the bear?
There's no bear. There's no bear. I just did that to you guys. I just had a little bit of fun for myself. Okay, so enjoy yourself, and you know, God bless you, and have a great ride home, okay? Well, after the show. Thanks. What?
There we go. Excellent.
You know, I forgot. Go. Get out.
Emergency! Paging Mr. Head, Mr. M.T. Head. Report to the staff psychiatrist office.
New patient's gonna be arriving at any moment. Man your battle station.
Aye, aye, Doctor.
It's the perfect place for an old battle axe.
Excuse me.
Why? What'd you do?
I'm Nurse March, Nurse Wendy March. I've been hired to work here and it's my first day on the job.
A rookie, huh? We'll break you in fast enough. Hilda Hatchett, head nurse. You only need to remember one thing. What I say goes.
Yes, ma'am.
Nurse Hatchett, Dr. Bonecutter said to tell you he needs you in his office.
Oh, all right. You cover the desk.
No kidding. Okay.
I meant keep an eye on it.
Oh, an eye. Okay.
No. Oh, just watch it.
Watch it. Yes, Nurse Hatchet.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm new.
Hi, I'm Ivy Drip. I'd shake hands, but I have to watch the desk.
I think Nurse Hatchet was speaking figuratively. I'm sure she didn't mean you had to stare at it.
Oh, if you say so. Welcome to the clinic.
Thanks. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, no need to be. Most of the folks here are real nice. Just watch out for Nurse Hatchet. And whatever you do, don't let Dr. Bonecutter or Dr. Dog's Breath catch you alone in the linen closet.
I'll remember that. Since there's no one here, would you like to get off your feet?
My feet? I'd love to, but they're attached to my ankles.
I meant, do you want to sit down?
Oh, sure.
The first thing I learned in nursing school is how tired you can get standing all day.
Oh, that's the truth. What did you say your name is? Wendy?
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C.
Wait a minute. You were found in a baby buggy floating in the Potomac River? That's awful.
Yes, it is. I was taken to St. Jude's orphanage. So when I'm feeling blue, in sad or unhappy moods, to cheer myself up, I just recall my life at St. Jude's. Oh, I love them like no others, the nuns who gave me shelter and saved me from a world of care and strife. Though I might have had no brothers, still I had 50 sisters who saved me from the rocky road of life. The nuns made me feel great and never inferior. And boy, what a mom, she was a mother superior. Oh, I love them like no others, the nuns who gave me shelter and saved me from a world of care and strife. Though I might have had no brothers, still I had 50 sisters who saved me from the rocky road of life. I was found on a windy March day.
Nice breezy name. Just think, if you'd been here at a different time of the year, I could be sitting here next to sweaty July or spooky October. You don't know who your parents are?
No, I have no idea how I got into the Potomac River. That was over 20 years ago. I've given up hope of ever finding my family.
Oh, that's too bad.
Paging Nurse Drip, Nurse Ivy Drip. Report to Ward 4.
Oh,
Paging Mr. Lott, Mr. Bill A. Lott. Report to the accounting office.
Gotta go.
Maybe we'll run into each other around the clinic.
I hope not, that would hurt. See ya.
Nurse Hatchet,
Paging Mr. Leg. Mr. Harry Leg. Doctor's ready to apply your cast.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm new.
Hi, I'm Nurse or Dr. Phil Good. I'm an intern here. Oh no, my head is spinning, my heart is pounding, and my stomach is doing flip-flops. Either I'm in love with this girl, or I've got a bad case of vertigo, heart palpitations, and acid indigestion. Welcome to Hanover D-Cash Clinic.
My face is flushed, my ears are ringing, and there's a lump in my throat. Either I've fallen in love with this guy, or I'm having an attack of the epizooties. Thank you, doctor. My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C. I was found on a windy March day.
It's odd, I know we only just met, but I feel like I know all about you. Of course, I have seen you before, in my dreams.
I need a doctor, I need a nurse, I gotta get better, because I can't get worse. I got a problem so quick as a flash, I came over here to hand over the cash.
What seems to be the problem there, big boy?
Boy, it's cold out there, isn't it, Doc?
It is, yes.
Oh, you know how cold it is?
I don't want to say. Go ahead.
How cold is it? Thank you! It's colder than a mother-in-law's kiss, Ken. It's very cold out there. But the reason I'm here is, I went to go get some beers tonight, and I had some coins in my pocket, because my ex-wife now gave me some money, so I go get some beer. Well, I tripped over one of the 3 sidewalks in Ionia, and I swallowed the money that was in my mouth. Why was it in my mouth? Because my pants pockets have holes in them. Now it's down there. Can you make any sense of this?
Yeah, I can make a little sense of it. You swallowed coins and they're in your stomach.
Yes.
That requires an x-ray.
Okay.
And it's going to hurt when they come out. Nurse March.
It'll be a change.
Yeah. Nurse March, would you please get the admission papers ready to go?
Certainly, Dr. Good.
Oh, by the way, when Nurse Hatchet's not here, you can call me Phil.
Who's Nurse Hatchet?
Nurse Hatchet? You know, the cool...
Oh, I thought you were talking.
No, come on, let's get going. You know what? This won't hurt a bit, I promise.
Are there any cute nurses?
Yeah, a lot of cute nurses, yeah.
What a wonderful day. After years of struggling through nursing school, attending classes during the day, and working in the chorus at Molinsky's Burlesque Theater at night to pay for tuition, I finally become a nurse. Should I pinch myself to see if this is but a glorious dream?
Allow me.
Oh, how dare you!
Oh, relax, Cookie. Just trying to be friendly. You must be the new nurse that we were expecting. I am Dr. Devereaux, Dog's Rep Devereaux, and I'm a big man around here in the clinic. And I'll be even bigger once I wet a lot of cash. So it'd be worth your while to be nice to me.
I always try to be nice to everyone, Doctor, but I expect our relationship to be strictly business, nothing more.
Then I will respect your wishes. What's your name, cutie?
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C. I was found on a windy March day.
Well, I still think it's a funny name.
I wouldn't talk if I were you. Dog's breath.
My name is unusual, you see.
The evening that he came into this world, a blizzard was raging outside. His father woke up, the doctor next door, "Deliver my baby," he cried. When filling out forms, the doctor inquired,
why he did that, I don't know.
Soon everybody said, poor kid, it will warm his ego and his kids call him dog's breath Devereaux, teased him everywhere he goes. They laughed at him, they joked and cheered.
But I can't deny my name is weird. Dog's breath.
He studied real hard in medical school and got him an MD degree. Now he gets revenge on patients he treats. They fret when they feel the disease.
They call me dog's breath. What a curse! Is there any name that's worse?
But once was a cause for shame. Someday soon will bring him wealth and fame. Hooray for dog's breath Devereaux. They'll yell everywhere he goes. Wait till the patients that he treats beg to name their children after he had a chance.
They'll all be dog's breath.
Gee, that's a sad story. It could be worse, though. If your parents had owned a cat instead of a dog, your name could have been Furball.
Very funny. She's my sister. I determined when I grew up I would make Dog's Breath Devereaux a name that was revered, and I shall. To own a Dog's Breath clinic is nearly within my grasp. You can congratulate me now.
Oh, Dr. Devereaux!
Dog's breath! What are you doing?
A lot of dears. I was just trying to show the new nurse how to set a broken wrist. Whew, that was close.
How very thoughtful of you. Oh my, what a pretty young thing. I'm Juana Cash. And what is your name, dear?
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater.
Paging Nurse Hold'em. Nurse Wanda Hold'em. Report to the nursery.
Nurse March, I see the desk is unattended. If you would take charge of it, please.
Certainly, doctor. Excuse me.
To what do I owe the honor of your visit, Lana dearest?
I thought you might escort me on a little tour of the clinic, Dog's Breath. Dear Hanover always took care of business matters, but since he's passed on, I've done my best to assume his responsibilities.
Well, that is until you can find someone to share that burden with you.
That would be such a relief. I would welcome any suggestions you might have.
Well, I have a lot of ideas on that subject. Why don't you wait for me by the stairs while I give Nurse March her instructions? I'll meet you there.
I can't wait to hear what you have in mind.
So, cutie, do you live alone? Would you like a ride home in my new Model T Ford?
Yes, I live alone. And no, I don't want to ride. I'll take the trolley.
Playing hard to get, huh?
I'm not here to play, doctor. I'm here to work. What are the desk duties in the emergency room?
Answer the phone, and if a patient comes in, have them fill out a patient information form. Then have them give you a $50 check as a deposit for services. That is most important.
I would think that treating the patient is our primary concern.
Oh, my dear young Florence Nightingale, you do have a lot to learn.
Clang with the trolley, clang with the bell, clang with my head, I don't feel so well. I've got a problem so quick as a flash. I heard over here
nurse a $50 check as a deposit. There's no time to lose.
I don't have any money.
Oh, this is a tragedy. This patient is going to die.
I do have this really attractive feather. And this golden egg.
Oh, it's a miracle! The patient is going to live! Oh, quick, nurse, ring for an orderly.
Yes, doctor.
Please, give the nurse your name.
Oh, I hurt.
I'm sure you do, but we must have your name.
That is my name. I am Olivia Iris Hurt. Oh, I hurt.
You rang for the orderly? Yes, you idiot. Can't you see this woman has a chicken stuck in her head? Please take her to an examining room at once and have her treated. At least 1 gold egg's worth.
Right this way, ma'am.
What's your name?
Ward helper.
Ooh.
Paging Dr. Boyles. Dr. Lance Boyles. Your patient is waiting. Paging Midwife Ketchum. Midwife Hope U. Ketchum. Report to the delivery room at once.
Was that call for me?
No, they were paging old Butterfingers Ketchum. A lot of cash is waiting for me to show her around the clinic.
Okay.
You keep a watch on the desk.
A watch. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm keeping a watch on the desk.
No, Ivy. Dr. Devereaux just meant for you to stay here.
Oh, okay.
Ivy, I've just met the most wonderful man. Do you know Phil Good?
Dr. Good? Sure, all the nurses are crazy about him. He hasn't given any of them time of day. He said he's waiting for the girl of his dreams to come along, and when she does, his heart will recognize her. Isn't that the most romantic thing you've ever heard?
Oh, golly, yes. When we met, he said he'd seen me before, in his dreams.
No kidding. Then you must be the one he's been waiting for. Lucky you.
Dare I hope?
Oh, dare. He's perfect for you. He's so handsome and noble, and he's good through and through.
Maybe he's too good.
What do you mean?
Should I tell her?
Yes.
I have a shameful secret. I had to work my way through nursing school, and, well, the only job I could find was as a chorus girl at Molinsky's Burlesque Theater. Do you think Phil could ever love a girl who's danced in burlesque?
Geez, I don't know. He has awfully high standards. I don't think I'd tell him if I were you.
I won't, but I hate to deceive him. I've always felt that two people who are in love should be completely honest with each other.
I know what you mean. I have a boyfriend, too. Ward Helper. He's an orderly here at the clinic.
He was just here to take a patient for treatment. He seems very nice.
Oh, he is. He's as strong as an ox, but he's really sweet and gentle.
Paging Dr. Payne. Dr. E.Z. Payne. Report to the pharmacy.
Well, isn't this cozy? Do you plan to stand there all day, Nurse Trip, or do you think you might manage to get some work done?
Dr. Devereaux told me to stay here, Nurse Hatchet.
Oh, he did he? Where is Dog's Breath?
He said he was going to show Mrs. Cash around the clinic.
So, she's arrived. I'll watch the desk. You take Nurse March and distribute the bedpans to the patients.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Wendy. Well, where are they?
Well, where I always keep them. In the ice box.
I didn't get where I am today by being cute and coy and squeezable. You never think of me as being bright and gay or sweet or shy or teasable. When you look like I do, life can be rough, so I learned very early to be mean and tough. When I was just a little girl, my mom gave me a dolly. It didn't take her
Nurse Hatchett's hearing is starting to come back.
Oh, thank you. And Dr. Devereaux and I will return in a few moments, Nurse March.
That's right. My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no patron.
Poor dog's breath. The man is the soul of compassion. I was just telling him how my darling granddog. Dear, come, dog's breath. Let us get some air. Excuse us.
What could be the matter with Dr. Devereaux? It looked as if he were in shock.
I know. I think mine might be a reaction to his becoming engaged.
Mrs. Catch seems very nice. I hope she's made the right decision. Dr. Devereaux clearly has a roving eye.
Which one?
I meant I don't think he'll be faithful to her.
Oh, he will if he wants to get his hands on her millions.
Millions?
Oh, honey, lie cash is richer than a double chocolate cake and just as sweet. Perhaps she'll wise up before it's too late. Maybe they wanted to be alone. I'll be glad to leave them a note for you.
Oh, stick it in your ear.
My ear? Okay.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Ivy. Ivy, why do you have a pencil in your ear?
Nurse Hatchet told me.
Oh, never mind. Come right over here. You should never stick anything in your ear. You could damage your eardrum. Here, let me help you get that out of there. You ready? Whoa! Wow! That was a contractor pencil. That must have really hurt.
I know it did.
Holy, you know what? Good as new. I think you'll be fine.
Oh, thank you.
No harm done.
Thank you, Dr. Good.
How was the man who swallowed the coins?
Oh, he was fine. The x-ray showed a little change in him, though. Ivy! Ivy!
Ward, over here, Ward.
Ivy!
Ward, you haven't met our new nurse, Wendy, yet.
Ah, Ward Helper, welcome aboard.
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found.
I needed to... Wait. You, Doctor? Yeah. I was walking in Lima across from the American Hotel, and I slipped on some ice, and I landed right on my funny bone. Oh, you know what? We have a nurse here who's excellent. My funny bone! That's not your funny bone. It's not? That's your hiney bone. That's humorous! You are in luck! Ward, help him up. Oh, Ward Helper! You're in luck. We happen to have a nurse here who's excellent with humorous, funny bones. You a funny bone nurse! Ward, could you show this man to the examining room, please? And Ivy, would you please get an admission paper? Ivy! And have Ann Page.
Right away, Doctor.
I think we're alone. Should I try to kiss her? No.
I guess we are. If only he would kiss me.
Not a chance. You know, a doctor leads such a hectic life. If a girl were, say, to become romantically involved with a doctor, she'd have to be very understanding of his time.
Oh, I understand completely.
He could be on call all hours of the night and day.
Naturally.
Oh, and come home tired and exhausted.
Yes.
In need of some tender, loving care.
Uh-huh.
A gentle hug, a tender kiss.
A kiss?
Paging Nurse Bo, Nurse and Elbow. You're needed in examining room C.
You know, Wendy, I really feel in my heart that, well, you're the girl for me. You're so sweet and innocent and kind, and you're great with children and old people and puppies and kitties and tortoises and rabbits and well, Wendy March, will you marry me?
Oh, yes, Phil, yes!
Oh!
When I studied anatomy, how was I to know there would be a reason personally to identify each bone? But I learned them all by name, and my dear, I swear it's true. With every bone in my body, I love you. There is nothing so divine as the touch of your phalanges when you run them up my spine.
In return, I have to say that it makes me almost dizzy when I touch your vertebrae. With every bone in my body, I love you.
Oh, if you took an x-ray, you'd see that it is true.
every bone in my body, I love you. Gosh, you make me feel so neat, from my cranium right down to all the tarsals in my feet.
Hearing that is a relief. I confess that my patellas won't stop shaking like a leaf. With every bone in my body, I love you. Oh, if you took an x-ray, you'd see that it is true. With every bone in my body, I love you. Believe me, honey, you know that I'm not making fun. I swear it by my skeleton. With every bone in my body, I love you.
Who do I see to check out? Wendy! Don't you look spiffy in your nicest uniform and all? I bet it sure beats wearing one of these. Hiya, Doc. Trixie St. James. Get Wendy to bring you by Malinsky's boy Les Theater sometime. Maybe you could join us in the course line for old time's sake.
You danced in burlesque?
Yes, I should have told you.
Oh no! Wendy, a burlesque dancer! I can't believe it! I just found the girl of my dreams and to find this out is horrible.
So what's wrong with being a dancer?
Dr. Good. Doctor.
Hey there, big boy. They got my ankle all fixed up, see?
Oh, good. I guess she'll be going then.
Oh, I don't know. We could hang around and compare blood types or something.
I gotta get back to work.
Oh, the pain. I guess my left ankle ain't as strong as I thought it was. Would you help me? Thanks ever so much. Here's your reward. Oh, Lord. Have you seen... Oh!
Ivy,
Hiya, honey.
now do you see what you've done? That's my girlfriend, Ivy.
The way I'm treated around here, you'd think I had a fungus or something. Hey, big fella, if she don't want you back, I'll take it.
Paging Dr. Hart, Dr. C.A. Hart. Report to surgery.
What are you doing? I'm writing a letter of resignation. Phil found out about my past from Trixie St. James, a girl I used to dance with at Malinsky's Burlesque Theater. The look on his face made it clear he'll never forgive me, so I have to leave.
I know what you mean. You need this? Give me a piece of paper.
Why?
I'm resigning too. I just caught Ward kissing your friend Trixie. Well, if that's the kind of girl he prefers, he's welcome to her. Maybe you and I could find jobs together someplace else.
That would be swell. I guess to be fair, we should probably stay here until someone comes to watch the desk. I wonder where Nurse Hatchet is.
Probably still outside. If I know her, she's hiding in a bush spying on Dr. Devereaux and Mrs. Cash. She's been acting real funny about them.
Hiding in a bush? You can't be serious.
I wouldn't put it past her. Let's get our letters ready to hand in so we can leave here as soon as possible.
Curses, that girl is still here. I know she's Lana's long-lost grandchild. I must find a way to get rid of her before anyone else finds out who she is.
Dr. Devereaux.
Now, Nurse March. Why don't we sit down here? You look a little tired from our stroll.
Not really.
But Dr. Devereaux.
I said not now.
Dr. Devereaux, I insist on talking to you. I hate to be rude. The nurses at St. Jude's Orphanage taught me better manners than that. I was born.
You kind of look like you're coming down with a cold. Oh, here, put this over your nose.
Oh, perhaps she should lie down.
That's a very good idea, Lotta. Nurse March, would you take, excuse me, Nurse Strip, would you take Nurse March to a bed?
Right away, doctor. Come on.
No. Not there. She needs a private room. Germs, you know.
Okay.
And on your way, if you pass by the laboratory, have them take a specimen.
Of what?
Anything.
Okay.
If the pace here at the clinic is always this frantic, how will she ever find time for a little wedding ceremony?
Well, I think, we were coming.
The place of healing and
Paging Dr. Waite. Dr. Graham Waite. Report to the pharmacy.
So, what's the big secret?
There's a fly in the ointment.
There is not. I inspect every container of salve that comes into this clinic.
Oh, it's an expression. It means there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
It's that new nurse. It appears that she's Lotta's grandchild, whom Lotta believes to have drowned as a mere infant.
You're making that up.
Oh,
right?
no, it's true. Why, you just say hello to her, she blabs, gives you your life's history.
Well, I must have missed it.
Oh, you're
Paging Midwife Ketchum. Midwife Hope, you Ketchum. Report to the delivery room at once. What? Oh, correction. Midwife Ketchum, report to corridor C and take your time.
Well, what do you think? Because the show is being performed before a family audience, Dr. Devereaux's answer to that question has been censored.
Has anyone ever told you you have a magnificent set of little piggies? Why, this little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home.
I got tickled.
Oink, 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 oink. Dogs, Brad.
Paging Dr. Temple. Dr. Nick A. Temple. Report to brain surgery.
I see no one's watching the desk again. I guess I have to do everything around here.
gotta get in one of those booster shots again. God, I've been boosted more than the space shuttle.
Hi.
Hi. Are you the one?
Do you have a date for February 14th?
Not yet.
Okay. I am the one. How many booster shots have you gotten?
About 33 now. I think we're up to.
Okay, well, this is my first administration, so you are in luck.
Yeah, out of luck. What's this? I'll hold that for you while you got your hands full. Are you the one who'll give to me that shot you have with you? Are you the one who'll stand beside me if I should turn blue? Are you the one that'll take my pulse and my blood pressure too? If you're the one, then I'm the one that'll give my arm to you. Are you the one?
Yes, I'm the one.
The only one.
The only one.
Will you be sweet?
Oh, yes, don't fear.
And be complete?
Oh, yes, don't fear. We'll be done here in no time. It won't even cost a dime. Your heart will be so strong forevermore.
Are you the one who'll share with me the bitter and the sweet? Are you the one who'll make my life so happy and complete? Are you the one who'll kiss away all my hurts and pains? If you're the one, then I'm the one who'll come with all my sprains. Are you the one?
Yes, I'm the one.
The only one.
The only one.
Will you be sweet?
Oh, yes, don't fear.
And be complete?
Oh, yes, don't fear. We'll be done here in no time. It won't even cost a dime. Your heart will beat so strong forevermore.
What do we want
Okay,
to do?
so I usually do better with my eyes closed.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah, everybody has more luck with that one. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you got me all right. Oh, boy. Good thing there's a lot of padding.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Oh,
You
Lord.
all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've had better shots over at the Cottage Hotel, but I'll tell you.
Me too.
Are you the one who'll come to me if ever I should fall? Are you the one who'll come to me if ever my heart stalls? Are you the one who say I will and be my loving wife? If you're the one, then I'm the one who'll love you all my life. Are you the one?
Yes, I'm the one.
The only one.
The only one.
What was in that shot? Will you be complete?
Oh, yes, my dear. Love potion.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We'll be done here in no time. It won't even cost a dime. Our two hearts will be forevermore.
Oh, yeah.
I told you not to give me any more shots. Now I screwed up everything.
Excuse me.
Why? What did you do? Again! Somebody call the law! Oh, you're pretty funny, Jack. You know, it's nice to see a medical man with a sense of humor. yeah, that's me. Always coming up with a joke. I'm Dr. Devereaux, Dog's Breath Devereaux. How may I be of service?
My name is Gunn. Johnny Gunn. I'm here for a physical examination.
Paging Dr. Bottoms, Dr. Seymour Bottoms. Report to examining room A.
Oh, how could I have fallen in love so quickly, only to have it end so badly? How could I have met the girl in my dreams, only to lose her? What good is being a doctor if you can't mend your own wounds? Woe is me. If only there was a bandage for a broken heart. Dr. Good, what's the matter? Well, physically,
Paging Reverend Depew. Reverend Neil N. Depew, your presence is requested in the chapel.
I told you I wasn't sick. I don't know what made Dr. Devereaux think I was.
Well, you were still upset about Dr. Good, and your face was kind of flushed.
I guess that was it. Look, there's no one on the desk.
Do you think there should be?
Of course.
Okay. Oh, it's kind of high.
No, Ivy, I just meant there should be someone at the desk.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
I've lost my letter of resignation. I'll have to write a new one. I want to do things professionally.
Me too.
It won't be easy to leave this place and never look upon his face again.
I'll miss my fella with all my heart, and yet it's best if we depart, my friend.
Men, let's say goodbye to love. It isn't worth a dime. Let's thank our stars above that we found out in time. We learned a lesson best not forgotten. Love is rotten. Goodbye to love. If I am tempted to fall again, I'll make myself remember when love died.
And if I should meet an orderly who seems to be in love with me, I'll hide.
Men, let's say goodbye to love. It isn't worth a dime. Let's thank our stars above that we found out in time. We learned a lesson best not forgotten. Love is rotten. Goodbye to love. Bye. Ivy, have you tried talking to Ward about, him and Trixie?
What's there to say? We treated a pair of Siamese twins once who weren't as close as Ward and Trixie were.
I like Trixie, though I have to admit she's a little forward where men are concerned. I think the kiss might have been her idea more than Ward's. I think you ought to give him a chance to explain.
You do? Geez, maybe I should. He is the nicest boyfriend I've ever had. What about you and Dr. Good? Maybe you could patch things up with him too.
I'm afraid our problems run too deep. Even though my behavior was perfectly respectable while I was making my living as a dancer, I feel Phil will never forgive me for working at such a tawdry establishment.
Ivy, I sure wish you'd give me a chance to talk to you.
Well, Wendy told me that she thought I ought to give you a chance to explain, so explain.
Could we go somewhere a little more private?
Oh, you two go ahead. I'll watch the desk.
Paging Nurse Biter, Nurse Nell Biter. You're needed in the psychiatric ward.
Ivy, I want you to know that dancer you saw me with, she means nothing to me. You're the only girl I care about.
It sure didn't look that way.
She grabbed me and was kissing me before I knew what happened. I helped bandage up her leg, and I guess that was just her way of saying thanks.
Well, if that's the way she shows her gratitude, I'm glad you didn't perform major surgery on her.
up.
Oh, me too.
Let's make up some more.
Not here. If Dr. Devereaux came in and caught us, he'd fire us both.
I know where there's an unoccupied linen closet.
Oh, I'd love to, but that bed is a mess. I think I need to straighten up the sheets.
Oh, you go on. I'll cover for you.
Thanks, Wendy. You're a pal.
Paging Miss Plenty, Miss Patience A. Plenty. If you'll take your 4th grade class to Dr. C. Eyeball in the eye clinic, he's ready to examine your pupils.
There's still nobody here.
Oh, are you sure the drugs will work?
I'm positive. I'll slip a little bit into her tea, and then she'll drink it and go to sleep and never wake up.
As long as no one figures out that March girl is her long-lost granddaughter.
Yeah, as long as she never finds out that Anita Han, Lotta's daughter, is her mother, then we'll be well set.
Yeah, then you'll be able to get everything.
Yes, because she could claim half of Lotta's money, but I intend to keep it all.
Oh, we intend to keep it all?
Yes, as soon as I marry Lotta and do away with her, and you and I are wed, then everything I own will be yours as well.
Oh.
What was that?
What was what?
Somebody moaned. Well, your hearing hasn't been worth a hoot all day. Did you hear somebody moan? You! Oh, she must have overheard everything.
I overheard enough to know that the two of you are despicable cads. You'll never get away with your horrible scheme.
And who do you think is going to stop us?
I will. I'm going to summon the police.
I don't think so. Quick, Hilda, get some chloroform. All right, quick, let's get her up on the bed.
What do we do now?
She'll be out for a while. Cover her up. When the coast is clear, we'll wrap her head in bandages so no one will recognize her. Then we'll put her into a wheelchair, wheel her out to my automobile, drive her to the river, and push her in just like we planned.
That's the best I could do.
All right, then the next thing we have to worry about is taking care of something else there before anybody else comes in. We have to work on this.
I know. I think her feet are showing the hole. That's the
cover
best
them
I
up.
could do.
I don't know either. Oh.
Look who I ran into. Brother Sunbeam's voice is completely healed.
Your physician performed a minor miracle. I feel wonderful and am fully prepared to join the two of you in holy matrimony.
And I asked some people that I came across at the clinic to attend our little ceremony. It will make it so much nicer, don't you think?
Whatever you wish, dearest.
The guests are starting to arrive. Folks, if you'll come this way, we'll seat you over here. They want to pull those chairs out of the wall. This will be wonderful. Let's see. So everyone can be seated over there. We'll be over here for the actual ceremony, but first we need to get that marriage license filled out. So let's go back here to the desk and we'll do that while everyone is finding seats.
I sure am glad I met you, Tommy.
Oh, I'm glad I met you too, Tracy.
Hey, do you happen to know where Ivy or where Wendy went?
She was working on her letter of resignation. She might have left.
Say, Doc, I want to help. Thank you for helping me, fixing me up. You know what? You helped me too, but you fixed me up. And I feel great.
Oh, sorry the surgery was a failure. You're going to have to get yourself a shyster lawyer to sue me.
I don't think I can stand this.
You have to. Look, go behind the desk. If you feel a fit coming on, then you can go outside. But whatever you do, don't spoil everything.
Oh, I'll try and control myself.
You better.
All right, let's take our places down here. And all right, we're ready to begin. All
Oh!
What was that?
Pardon me, but I haven't had anything to eat yet today.
Yeah, but it sounded like...
Oh!
Someone's under the covers!
That's a patient.
What's she doing with the covers over her head?
I thought she was dead. We could roll her into another room. Hilda?
I can do it, Dr.
No, we're planning a little reception in the dining area. I'd want you and Nurse Grip to be there. Hilda can take care of the,
Wendy! You thought Wendy had died and you never even told us!
Well, it would have put a little damper on the wedding.
Now I remember. You chloroformed me. You planned to kill me and Mrs. Cash.
Oh, she's hysterical.
No, I'm not. I overheard Dr. Devereaux and Nurse Hatchet talking. They planned to kill Mrs. Cash so he would inherit the clinic and all her money.
I want a divorce.
Curses! The girl has spilled the beans!
Beans. I don't see any beans. Do you see any beans?
All right, everybody, to your seats.
What do we do?
There's some gauze in the cabinet. Get it and tie them all to their chairs.
Give yourself up, Devereaux. Your evil scheme will never work now.
No, I don't think that's going to be a problem. All I have to do is think of something. I know. Maybe a few botched operations will get rid of all of you.
And all of us? Why, that'd be quite a few all in one day, even for you. And besides, the surgeons organization would conduct an investigation.
Yeah, so would the police department. They discover I just had a physical exam, and it checked out just fine.
And whoever died from an operation on a twisted ankle?
If anyone could do it, he could.
No, that's quite enough. Just because I lost a patient due to a hangnail doesn't mean you can get away with calling me names. I'll think of something like that, Brent.
You, doctor, are a discredit to your profession.
What else is new?
I may be a cat, but I'll be a rich one. I have a lot of Cash's signature on the marriage license. Proof that we have been wed.
Oh, if only my Hanover were here to see how you've disgraced his clinic.
Oh, you'll get to tell them all about it soon enough.
Mrs. Cash, I overheard Dr. Devereaux say something else. He and Nurse Hatchet planned to do away with me as well because he said that your daughter Anita was my mother.
What? Anita's baby was taken from her when a gust of wind jerked the child's carriage from her grip and swept it into the Potomac River.
Then it must be true.
Sing the song. Sing the song.
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C.
Your daughter.
I was found on a windy March day.
You were my own little Linda.
Linda?
Linda Hand. Oh, granddaughter.
Oh, grandmother.
Oh, that's so touching. I think I'm gonna cry.
Please don't. You don't have a tissue.
I'm finished.
All right, we'll have to move quick before somebody else comes in. Let me think. I know. We'll give them all shots of morphine. Overdoses. They'll drop dead on the spot.
Oh, no. Drugs kill.
Look, there's some syringes in the cabinet. Get them. Careful with the morphine. I just gotta make sure the needles are in tight.
Oh, Wendy, take the bottle from the top shelf and put it on the other on the shelf. And then take that bottle and put that one on the top shelf.
All right, get the morphine. It's on the top shelf. Perfect. They won't feel a thing.
He doesn't know how right he is. That's a muscle relaxer.
All right, since you've been my biggest headache, Nurse Sparks, you get to go first.
No!
Go ahead. If Phil is going to die too, I don't want to live without him.
Then say bye-bye.
Oh, no! No! Oh, why would you do this to me? Oh! Oh!
That's the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
Obviously, she hasn't looked in a mirror lately. All right, the morphine worked great. Let's give shots to the rest of them.
I love that girl. Take me next.
I'll be happy to oblige, Dr. Good.
Ow! My left arm just died.
What about the rest of you?
It's as good as ever.
Oh, nurses, foil again. Something's wrong. The girl's still alive.
You can stick me all you want, but it won't kill me. Ivy signaled me to substitute a muscle relaxer for the morphine you intended to give us.
Nurses, foil again. A shot from this will do the trick.
Oh, wait a minute. You don't want to hit me.
The dummy ain't gonna shoot nobody. Eagle.
Oh, no. Nova. Nurses. Double nurses. Look out. Watch out for that needle. Ow.
Here, officer, please take this thing.
Glad to. You know, but I don't think I'll need it with this pair. You know, I warned you about that murdering thing earlier, and you really should never take a cop's gun. Orderly, could you give me a hand over here while I haul these two attempted murderers off to jail?
With pleasure, officer.
I'll get the door.
And all right, bring it to the station, Tommy, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, I would like that.
Even if we're 80 when we get out of jail, you'll still be able to spend our senior years together, dearest.
Oh, go get your head examined. I ask you, is this any way for a villain to make an exit? Yes.
Well, Mrs. Cash, it seems that perhaps you and I should go down to City Hall and begin proceedings to annul your unfortunate union to the Dastardly Dr. Devereaux.
Dear me, yes. But first, I must embrace my long-lost granddaughter. Oh, you cannot know the joy I feel at finally finding you, child. You are so like your sainted mother. Pretty, sweet, good-hearted. I should have seen the resemblance at once.
She looks just like you.
As horrible as this day has been, I shall always treasure it as the day you came back into my life.
I shall treasure it too, grandmother, for it is the day I found two riches, you and Phil.
Oh, bless you both. Let me straighten out my marital mess, and then we can all have a long talk together. And now that we've seen the last of Dog's Breath Devereaux, I'll need to appoint a new director of the Hanover D. Cash Clinic. I think the best person for the job would be you, Dr. Good.
Moi? Why, I would be honored, Mrs. Cash.
Oh, I think you should start calling me Laura. It appears I'm going to be your grandmother-in-law. Until later, then. Goodbye, children.
Goodbye, grandmother.
Goodbye, Lotta.
Brother Sunbeam.
This way.
I was such a fool to ever have doubted your other career. Will you ever forgive me for being so stupid?
I do. It's easy to forgive someone when you love them, and I do love you.
And I love you.
Oh, if you took an X-ray, you'd see that it is true. With every bone in my body, I love you.